You want to have a best performance in your friendship, relations, and at work, but how to actually manage it if you don't know the structure? This is what I'll tell you. Most of people do really hide behind the theoretical stuff which doesn't really help you out to navigate through the communication. Stay tuned because I've learned it from people with the high executive skills. It doesn't really matter the sex of them, I mean, who is the girl, who is the boy, but we have in general 3 types of focusing in communication. Here, this girl looks exactly this person, listens to him and like communicates, and she is interested in this person in general. So that is the first way to communicate with an interest to another person. Second way, it's when we communicate to ourselves more than to other persons. So it's when we have a background thoughts too much, when we have this like inner conversation and we're not really listening to what this person says. We are more interested in what is going on inside of our head instead of actually look what is around us. And the third thing, which I actually think you know already, it's when we are focused on something on the way to the communication. It's about the space where we are, so an atmosphere. In general, there are 2 ways to communicate with people who are in these 2 states. First of all, you can leave them for themselves, so they will communicate with themselves and they will have this atmosphere and they wouldn't take the time of yours without a resultative conversation. The second way to work with them in a way to turn them to actually communicate with you back, to give you some attention, make some results as the outcome. Easiest way to understand the person in front of us, just to ask an open question. Why did you came for this event? And if a person says that the reason is I like this kind of events, I really like how they do these drinks or some little snacks, then you understand that probably this person came here for the atmosphere and not really focused on you. And secondly, you can ask, I see that you have a lot of things in your mind. You look like a really smart person. Maybe you can share with me some ideas and thoughts, and then person will share with you some things which are on the mind. This communication can go different ways in general. Important to find this first step to open up the person. Sometimes people do focus on environment or on themselves because they're a little bit afraid to start conversation. They don't really sure that somebody is interested in them, so they kind of closing up. And if you are helping them to open up, then you have an opportunity to have a good resultative conversation. If it doesn't work, just leave the person for him or herself. We don't need to force somebody. We want to be equal in communication. And stay here. Next thing is where we are in this communication. Do we force somebody? Do we feel ourselves lower, smaller, or bigger? How does it sound for you? Familiar? Right, because everybody has been there. So when we're in a communication, the main thing for really resultative outcome, we need to be on the same level. You see, like on the same level. But if somebody goes upper or lower, then we have a problem, because we don't like to be seen from the top down. We don't like to feel small when somebody places themselves higher, like a king or a queen. At the same time, we don't really like to talk to somebody who is weak, who is like shy too much. Like, we want to see people empowered. We want to see strong and cool people as we are, because we want to be on the same level. So what to do in this situation? If you feel that you are kind of getting upper and you're looking from top to down on your partner in communication, then it's really important to show that you're on the same page and that you understand him or her, that what you can do together, or what do you think this person is expert in. So something which will empower and put you two on the same position. The key for that is respect and care about this person. So I care about your good feelings and I am respecting you because you are person in front of me. And second thing, when we are low and when we feel that somebody's higher than, like with the huge power we don't have or something, can tell ourselves, I am enough. How does it feel? Like, I have enough power, I'm smart enough, and I'm also a person as you are. I have been born probably the same way as you are, so we are kind of equal. Okay, you have a different position right now, but I am also a person, and I respect you in the same way I respect myself, and I care about myself in the way that I see you like person I can care about too. I'm not turning my back on you. I'm ready to kind of be also a part in this communication, a really important figure. I'm important, I'm enough for this communication. For a really resultative communication, that will be really good to be on the same page and be involved in I'm interested in you and you interested in me communication. Not when somebody is wandering around for some atmosphere or thinks too much to her or himself. So we focusing on this kind of communication, and it's important for us to stay on the same level, and we're using for this the tool of respect. I respect myself and I respect you, so I see both of us on the same line. At least you are placing yourself in this way, so you wouldn't be affected on any kind of going down orders. And you'll just see it like, okay, you're really masculine or you're really empowered. That's good. I like your energy. Thank you. But I'm not going to do what you're saying, for example. So you just will stay where you are in the same position. You don't need to change yourself or something. You don't feel low. You just say, I'm enough. So see you there in your best communicational style ever. I'm actually answering to all of your personal stories, and I'm really interested in how you're taking it and how do you apply what I'm saying, or what do you do in your life in general. What is your experience? I'm really interested in this. So see you there. Likes and comments are really appreciated.